Some of the most famous pieces of music were written for the piano. Many of them have lasted over the centuries and are still recognizable to millions of people. So, what things do composers know about the piano that you should too? Well, let me show you what tips you should know to start writing piano music. Once you've written a chord progression for a piano piece, you might be thinking, now what? How can I write this so it actually sounds good on the piano without just playing block chords? Well, there are many different left-hand patterns that you can use to get started for a nicer sounding chord progression. Let's say we have a chord progression in A major that goes like this. There are many things we can do to make this chord progression more interesting. We could try arpeggiating the chords like this. We could play a note in the bass and then play the chord higher up. Or we could even combine these two techniques to create something a bit more interesting. These are just a few examples of what you can do to make a chord progression more interesting on the piano. In the majority of piano music, the melody is given to the right hand since it plays in the upper register of the piano. The left hand then accompanies the right hand by playing in the lower register. In most cases, this is the best way to go if you want to write piano music with a lyrical melody. But don't be afraid to put the melody in the lower register for the left hand and then let the right hand accompany it. If you want to write a piano piece where the melody is the focus, then writing a single line melody is a good start. But as the piece progresses and when you write more piano music, it's a good idea to harmonize the melody in the right hand to make it more colourful. Adding intervals like thirds, fourths, fifths or octaves or a combination of these can turn a good melody into a great one. Here is a short single line melody. Now I'm going to see if we can make it better by harmonizing it in the right hand. Be sure to keep the melody note at the top of the harmony so it can still be heard easily in the piece. The pedals on the piano play an essential role in making piano music more rich and full. There are usually 3 pedals on a grand piano, which include the sustain pedal, the sostenuto pedal, and the soft pedal. The most important pedal, and the one you'll use the most, is the sustain pedal, which sustains all of the notes on the piano. When I play a chord without the sustain pedal, this is what happens. But when I do the same thing with the sustain pedal down, then the notes are sustained. Even when I lift the notes. The sostenuto pedal does a similar thing. It sustains only the notes that are being played when it is put down. When I play this chord and put the sostenuto pedal down, it sustains those notes, but all of the other notes are not sustained, as you can see here. Finally, the soft pedal does exactly what you would think. When it is put down, the notes are a bit softer. There are quite a few different techniques that can be used on the piano, but here are the main ones that you should know. Staccato, legato, acciacchaturas, trills, and arpeggiated notes. The piano notes have different qualities higher and lower in its range. The lower register is very thick, and when a lot of notes are played at once, it can sound muddy. The lower middle register is more clear, and chords are well suited here. The upper middle register has a lyrical quality and is ideal for melodies. Finally, the notes in the upper register have a very short decay since the strings are the shortest. I hope that you found this video useful and that you got a lot of value from it. I might make some more in-depth videos in the future on each of the topics that I talked about. If you did like the video, please consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot. That's all for today, so until next time, thanks for watching. See ya!